I don't believe that it actually harms society. Victimless crime laws, I do believe that victimless crimes laws are there because society wants people to behave in a certain way. For example, abortion used to be illegal for a long time because they didn't believe that killing a life was the way people should behave. But now the mentality is a bit changing in today's society, so that makes it acceptable now. But I think this is a big issue still in a lot of countries because the culture and values are not changing and the generations change.
Are you arguing that most victimless crimes are there because of cultural,
Yeah.
religious, moral practices?
Okay, do you have any other example of victims?
So I said so homosexual activities, abortion, prostitution, gambling. There's also, for example, being naked in the streets. But it's usually victimless crime. They don't affect anyone besides the participant.
For example, if abortion or, as you said, being naked in the street, it might contradict with the country's either religious views or cultural views. Don't you think that they should be considered as victimless crimes?
Well, they are, but wait, can you repeat? I'm not sure I
Yeah.
understand your question.
If we said that abortion and whatever other activities, they might be considered, they might contradict religious and cultural views in certain countries. Don't you think that they should still be considered as victimless crimes?
Well, it depends on which nation you are in, but a lot of people that belong to that society believe that they should be decriminalized because it doesn't reflect the way they see their society and how their society should be led. But there are still a lot of nations that, and people that belong in those nations that believe that those laws are still adequate for their society.
Do you all agree? I mean, it's easy to understand that if someone's standing naked in the street, there's no victims involved. It's not harming anyone, of course not. But Max used the example of abortion. I mean, I don't want to get into an argument about abortion now, but you could argue that there is a victim in termination. You could argue that it's the fetus is a victim.
No, actually, the fetus is not alive until 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, yes. I
Third
mean,
month, something like that.
yes, I'm not taking any sides here. I mean, I'm very pro-abortion, okay? I'm a feminist, okay? But I mean, but you could argue that, that there is a victim, you know, beyond 4 weeks. I mean, up to 4 weeks. It's
I
not
think
regarded as
more-
an
even more.
entity.
But even if those laws do, if you think that abortion does a victim involved, those laws are created by the society and how they want their citizens to behave. So, yeah. But it's not that there's no victim, it's that there's no obvious victim. Yes.
So what I understand is that it shouldn't be adopted in every country.
Yeah, it depends what the values of the society is. It's just right now the issue is that a lot of people that belong to a society, they don't believe that victimless crimes laws reflect the way their society should behave nowadays. Yes.
When we were talking about corruption, we were talking about just the police or also governments?
Well, most of the examples that I read about involve police officers that usually find the people that commit the crimes. But I haven't read anything about the government because it doesn't go to an extent where it's that serious that the government should be corrupted. But I'm sure there might be an exception one day the government corrupted due to victims' crimes. Do you have any more questions?